The Royal Commission into the Bondi massacre has begun. The Commissioner already flagging families and survivors will need to accept there will be limitations due to the criminal trial of one of the gunmen. Let's go live to our senior reporter, Caroline Marcus, at the Supreme Court. Caroline, the Commissioner will be meeting victims' families on Thursday.
Kieran, yes, and we have more details about what that meeting will involve. Family members of Rabbi Eli Schlanger, who was the first victim identified in the Bondi massacre of December 14, have told us that it will take place on Thursday in Bondi, where, of course, the massacre had happened. Now, Virginia Bell, the Commissioner, told people in this opening hearing, told the public that she will explain to family members and victim survivors that there will be limitations on what this hearing will be able to cover, this Royal Commission, given that there is a criminal trial currently also taking place involving the surviving gunman, Naveed Akram. Now, that will mean she will have to be careful not to hear evidence that may prejudice that criminal trial. This is how Commissioner Bell put it in her opening statement.
This commission must do its work without risking any prejudice to that criminal proceeding. Leading evidence at this commission from people who may be witnesses in the criminal proceeding would create that risk.
Naveed Akram has been charged with 15 counts of murder, 40 counts of attempted murder and other offences, including a terror-related charge. His father, Sajid Akram, was shot dead by police at the scene. Now, these limitations will include that witnesses to the Bondi attack may not be able to give evidence at the Royal Commission, but people we spoke to today outside said they are still confident that this commission will be able to deal with and address the issues of anti-Semitism and social cohesion. We also heard from the Commissioner about potential delays in evidence that she is expecting from intelligence agencies. This will be the first time in almost 50 years that intelligence agencies will come under scrutiny in a Royal Commission. She's expecting legal issues and national security issues to have an impact on when they may be able to submit their evidence. But she still says that she is hoping to and plans to provide her final report by the anniversary of the attack on December 14 this year. An interim report will be due on April 30. She's not so sure the intelligence evidence will make it before then. Now, this inquiry was called on January 9. Anthony Albanese, the Prime Minister, had finally relented after weeks of pressure from the Jewish community and other public figures. The Commissioner, Virginia Bell, also said that she will be using the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance definition of anti-Semitism as part of this commission, meaning she will rely on it when considering evidence about anti-Semitism. And now that definition has been contested by some anti-Israel groups in the past, because it does refer to how Israel is spoken about, commented about in terms of its definition of anti-Semitism. There also might be some anti-Israel groups and the Greens who won't be happy about the Commissioner saying that this will deal solely with anti-Semitism, the oldest form of religious hatred and racial hatred in the world. Now, she explained this by saying why keeping the focus on anti-Semitism is important for this commission looking into the Bondi massacre.
Against the background of the massacre of innocent people who appear to have been targeted simply because they were Jewish, I trust everyone will appreciate why the focus of this commission will be on tackling anti-Semitism as a starting point in strengthening our bonds of social cohesion.
Here in the Supreme Court of New South Wales for this opening hearing were some of the victims of the Bondi massacre, including Elon Zeiser, who was shot 6 times during the incident, and Rabbi Mendy Ullman, who is the brother-in-law of Eli Schlanger. There was also the daughter of a man who was shot, who said that she's confident that this commission will be able to address the real issues of anti-Semitism.
Hopefully address the real issue, which is anti-Semitism, and the change in Australia as to why Australian Jews have all of a sudden in the last 2 years had to fear for our safety.
The Special Envoy to combat anti-Semitism, Gillian Siegel, she was appointed by Anthony Albanese. She also expressed confidence in the Commission. Are you concerned about the limitations that the criminal proceeding will put on this Commission?
I think it is just inevitable. It was always going to be part of the problem. But I'm sure they'll work their way around it with a lot of experience. So thank you.
The Commissioner did say she would adopt the definition of the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance. That would be seen as positive by the community?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Liberal Senator Dave Sharma also here today. He wanted to remind people of the lengths that it took to get to this point of a Royal Commission.
And remember, Anthony Albanese and the Labor Party did not want this Royal Commission to happen. Despite their attempt to rewrite history now, Anthony Albanese and his government fought it every step of the way with every conceivable excuse under the sun.
This was a relatively short opening hearing, only 45 minutes. It was adjourned to another date yet to be set to begin to hear evidence into this commission into anti-Semitism and social cohesion.